Well, how y'all are? It's your old buddy George Jones over at the Bergen Gun Range. This is not an installment on, hey, I got this old used gun, but it is an introduction to a shotgun. And the shotgun is this guy, the Remington TAC 14, which is I don't know what they call it. They call it a firearm, I believe. This thing is the minimum overall length that a shotgun has to have to be legal as an 01 type firearm. And the ATF has ruled that if the shotgun meets the minimum overall length, then the barrel does not have to be 18 inches. So this is basically a 14-inch barrel shotgun. Wilson Combat produced a shotgun like this on the NFA. Oh, back in the 80s, they called it the Witness Protection Special. There was also the Ithaca 37 in 20 gauge with a 12.5-inch barrel and a pistol grip. It was called the Stakeout. It was in 20 gauge. This one is in 12 gauge. It is alleged that I am proficient with a shotgun. We're going to try this gun out. Back in the early 80s, when I first started into criminal justice, the concept of the patrol rifle had not caught on. And the concept of the submachine gun for law enforcement use had not caught on. But the concept of the shotgun was alive and well. Now, this particular gun is, for all intents and purposes, a Remington 870 Police Magnum. It's a 3-inch Magnum cylinder bore, 14-inch barrel shotgun with a bird's head style grip on it, which is slightly extended to make up the minimum overall length required. I've been shooting this gun a little bit. We're going to shoot it right here just a little bit. This is with 1 1/8 ounce federal trap load. It's not terribly unmanageable with a light load, with the trap load, which in a home defense situation would probably be all that you needed, because you're inside of a room. Inside the house, you're inside of a room. You don't need a deer slug. You don't need double-aught buck. So, I think I got one in it. I think the combat loaded it. Now, that's just shooting. That's fairly manageable. Let's try it with a standard double-aught buck. This is a 9 pellet. I think this is the Wolf Suprema 9 pellet double-aught buck. Let's try and see how that works. Oh. Is it manageable? For me it is. For the average person without a whole lot of tactical shotgun experience, it's probably not exactly what you'd call manageable in terms of a defensive weapon. More of a novelty than anything. I've got a 10 gauge 18-inch barrel single shot shotgun that's, the value of it is strictly as a novelty item. I just put it together so I could see my brother-in-laws get the shit kicked out of them when they tried to shoot it. That's the only reason why I got it. But as a street sweeper, tactical shotgun for riot control purposes, shooting bird shot at the blacktop and into people's ankles, skip shot it's called. It'd be a very good piece. As an entry gun, if it had some kind of a standoff device on the front of it, as a breaching gun, it'd be ideal. As a home defense gun, you would need some training. That's the long and the short of it. They also manufacture this in a 20 gauge, which would be a little bit more manageable. But overall, it is what it is. It's a 12 gauge pump sawed-off shotgun any way you look at it. So if that's what you need, it's probably the gun for you. But if you're not a tactical officer, a retired police officer, or something like that, who's handled a lot of shotguns in defensive and tactical manner, I'll be looking for some training with it. Not a bad old gun. Well, that's about the size of it. Remington TAC 14. It's not for everybody, but it definitely has a purpose. All right then, we'll see y'all.